What's up guys, Dan here. Hope you guys are all having awesome holidays today, and 2019 is literally starting in 1 week, and I'm just here doing some product research today. I am currently traveling. I've been traveling for the past couple months, and so it's been awesome, but I'm still, hustling. I'm still finding those products on Amazon to sell because, if you're not going up, you're going down. And so in this video today, I decided to record another product research video here for you guys because I know that product research is one of the most difficult parts of Amazon FBA, of building an Amazon business or just building any kind of online business, right? Like finding those products to sell. I think that most people struggle with that, and in my experience, that was something that I've struggled with for a long time. And then, obviously you do it long enough and then you get really good at it, and that's where I'm at right now. I can literally look at a product and pretty much, tell if it's amazing or not within a few seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and do the product research as if I was just doing it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and talk about what I'm doing here. And yeah, I think this is going to help a lot of you guys out here today. So right here, I just want to show you guys, and let's just talk about how we're going to find awesome products to sell in 2019 on Amazon. So if you are a beginner Amazon seller, or if you are just someone who is looking to start an online business, right, you must understand that to find amazing products to sell, you are going to have to find a product that is already selling well, and you are going to have to improve it to the point that it is better than 80 to 90% of your competition. That is the goal, all right? The closer you get to 100% better than your competition, obviously is better, but pretty much you want to make sure that you're actually, being an entrepreneur, right, and you're actually improving the product and delivering the value to your target market. Because back in 2017, when I first started selling on Amazon, you can just go and find any kind of product, and you can literally just find the exact same product on Alibaba, which is the Chinese website, the Chinese supplier website that we use, right, to source our product, to find the products to import from China and then get them into Amazon, right? So if you're a little bit familiar with how Amazon works, that's pretty much how it is. We use Alibaba, right? But in 2017, when I first started, you could literally just find a product and you can just copy paste it and sell it the way it is, and you can make 20,000 and 30,000 a month. And it's not like you can't do that right now, but I want you guys to be making passive income in the long term, right? The point of this is to actually change your life in the long term and not just in the short term. And so that's why it is important to actually increase the value of your product compared to every other seller out there. Put in effort, and that way your product will get a lot of reviews very quickly, get a lot of positive reviews, and it will get a lot of sales very quickly as well, because most people will be incentivized to buy your product instead of from someone else. So let's go ahead and get started. So I use Jungle Scout. You can use whatever you want, but from my personal experience, Jungle Scout is the best one. And they actually just changed their interface right here a little bit. So there you go. So we're going to go ahead and use the product database right here. And we're going to be doing the product research on the US marketplace, because that is where I made most of my money on Amazon FBA to this date. And although I have products in Canada and in Europe as well, it's just a small percentage. I find that the demand is just a small percentage of what you can make in the US, right? But there's a lot of great products. I have a lot of students in the Ecom Freedom course that are making a ton of money, especially during this Q4 here. It's currently December 26, 2018. They made a ton of money here in this Q4 on Amazon UK. So yeah, there's opportunity everywhere. E-commerce is growing like crazy. So obviously right now is the best time to start, and it's awesome that you guys are watching these videos, right? But what's the most important thing is to actually take action and, actually make things happen, right? Or else nothing's going to happen if you just keep watching videos and just sit around. So let's go ahead and start. So baby, beauty, and personal care. These are the categories that are the best for private labeling. Home and kitchen. Then we're going to do kitchen and dining, office products, tools and home improvement. We'll keep that on. And then right here, this looks good. Industrial and scientific, we'll keep that off for now. There's a lot of great products in there, but they're mostly weirder products. So obviously they could be really good. All right, so this looks good. Baby, beauty, and personal care, health and household, home and kitchen, kitchen and dining, office products. The reason why I'm selecting these categories is because these are the best categories for private labeling, right? So for example, we are not going to sell, a book on Amazon, right? Because Amazon's got that pretty well taken care of. We're not going to compete with Amazon on selling books. We're also not going to compete with Amazon on selling CDs or, camera and photo. That's mostly brand dominated, like Sony, Canon, right? We're not going to go and source a Chinese camera and then try to compete with Canon and Sony. It's just not going to happen. So same with movies and TV. So you guys kind of understand why we're picking these categories specifically here. And then you can also do arts, craft, and sewing. That's also a decent one. And yeah, it looks good. So now we get to this part. And for this video, I'm going to do a minimum price of $16.78. with a maximum price of 32. Actually, you know what? 37.97. I've been leaning more towards the $30, $40, $50 price range to find product, just because the profit is so much higher to be made, right? Obviously, the closer you get to the $13 mark, the $13 mark is like the lowest price that you would be comfortable selling an Amazon product. And the reason for that is because, at $13, after your Amazon fees that you're paying for shipping and all that kind of stuff, the FBA fees, we call them, there's not much profit left. You can still make a lot at $13 if you're selling a ton of units a month, right? If it's something that sells like 4,000, 5,000 units a month, 6,000 units a month. But it's just easier to make a lot more money in profit if you're selling something at $38, $39, $40, $50. But obviously those products have a higher startup cost, so that's something that you have to consider as well. But there's a lot of amazing products in all these different price ranges. It's just different kinds of, like investment versus reward ratios, right? To put it in a sort of complicated way there, unintentionally. All right, minimum revenue. Minimum revenue. I prefer to use revenue instead of sales, and that's because I've literally just been using revenue since forever. And so that's why for this video we'll do 12,467 with a maximum revenue of 38,996. All right, we're putting random numbers here because we are wanting to go the extra mile, right? We always want to go the extra mile. So the way the human brain works is that most people would put in like 10 to 30,000, right? And that's why we want to put in the random numbers. And I always say this, I've done this the way, like this way since the beginning. And that's because this will allow us to see products that are just outside of the normal search range, right? The normal range that most people see products at. So minimum reviews, you can do a lot of things here, but for this video, I'm actually going to do a 536 max review. And the reason why is because I'm not afraid of competing with sellers with a lot of reviews, because I know that I'm going to have to create an improvement on the product with my supplier, which will allow me to still go and sell, right? And like, as long as I have an improvement that makes my product better than the one with the sellers with 500, 1,000 reviews, 2,000 reviews, it doesn't matter. People are going to buy from me, right? Because they don't care about the reviews at that point, right? You're going to have 5 to 10 reviews, which is easy to get on Amazon. And as long as you have an email sequence and all the other kind of stuff, you'll get reviews quickly. So, and when you hit the double digits, when you hit 10 reviews on Amazon, like pretty much you'll be able to compete with 500 reviews, 700 reviews, right? At that point, there's enough social proof there that every single review that you get, like every additional review that you get, is just a marginal improvement in the customer's, the consumer's brain, right? Like purchasing decision, right? So not to use too many advanced terms here, but there you go. We'll hit search and let's go ahead and check it out. So ideally, you want this total results to be at about like, I would say, 5,000 to 10,000. The way you do that is you basically tighten up these filters. So you would do like 20 to 19,667 to 24,667, right? But for this video, right, we're not going to be doing a 3-hour product research session here. So I just want to show you the way that I kind of process these products and how I find. So like wedding party, I know that's too competitive, right? Especially if it, the first things that show up here on the web app, that everybody's seeing this, right? So we are going to use the web app as a starting point here, and we are going to maybe find a product that's good using this tool, or we are going to use it as inspiration to find a product on Amazon, like in the same niche here. So all this wedding stuff, I'm not going to do. I'm just going to, go over it here. And anything that looks good, you would actually go and, okay, that's pretty decent. That's calming treats for dogs, organic aloe vera gel, right? And these things you would not source from China, right? So these things we would source from the United States, and it's very simple. You would just go on Google, you would type in, aloe vera gel supplier USA, right? That's actually a huge secret with private labeling on Amazon. A lot of people don't know that you can just source things that you can't sell because, you can't source a cream from China, right? Because you don't know if it's a hydrochloric acid cream and it's going to burn your customer's face and you're going to get sued, right? But you can source it from the USA. So that's a little secret there that I've learned over the years now of doing e-commerce and online business here. So the original bed rails for toddlers, let's check this out. It looks like, okay, it's a 2-step tool for kids. That could be good. It's a 2-pack, right? So I'm sure that the single pack of the 2-step stool would be too competitive, but the 2-pack I think could be decent, could be good. So let's check this out. Clear glass hot sauce bottle. No, it's too, like, you have to really understand, like, if I do these 3-ounce sauce cups, right, it's such a commodity. It's pretty much like selling, so here's an example, right? let's say you got 2 barrels of oil, right? So in the world, right, oil is a commodity. And what that means is that there's literally no difference between 1 barrel of oil and the next barrel of oil. People don't care if they're buying oil from, Chevron or Exxon, right? These are like big oil companies. Nobody cares. They just need oil for their car. So that's why, if people are buying 3-ounce sauce cups, they don't care if they're buying 3-ounce sauce cups from Tesorio or Missorio or Fisorio or whatever, right? So that is how that works. That is what a commodity product is. And I recommend you stay away from commodity products unless you can really brand them properly and you just give people a reason to buy from you, right? So you separate yourself from the rest, right? This is some advanced business right here. Advanced online business, e-commerce, consumer behavior. I don't know what I just said, but we're not going to sell 1 gallon of isopropyl alcohol. Not only is that a commodity, that's also a potentially dangerous product. So we're not going to sell that as well. Okay, cherry pitter, that could be decent. Let's open that. Table protector, it's too much of a commodity item, right? And we're also looking for like niches as well. Here we're looking for specific categories on Amazon of products that could be could have a whole range of products that we weren't even aware of, right? So for example, a great niche on Amazon would be the sleeping niche, like the snoring niche, right? 10x10 premium solid oak frame changeable letterboard. So the letterboards, it's a huge gimmick product, right? And I don't invest into gimmick products. There's no difference between my letterboard and someone else's letterboard. So why would people buy from me, right? This could be good. Wine glass holder, all right. So now we're getting a lot of these open up there. Champagne flutes, I wouldn't do it because they would really stop selling after Christmas. Right now it's December 26th, so one day after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Cotton Kids hooded beach bath towel. I'm surprised these things are making any money because it's obviously not the summer anymore. But I guess we can open it. And this number right here, guys, it's just an estimate. And if you compare it to the Chrome extension number, which is a separate Jungle Scout tool that you also need, this is the web and this is the Chrome extension. If you open the Chrome extension up here, right, it will give you a different number than the web. And that's because these two tools, they calculate the estimated revenue differently, right? So that's why you want to cross compare, and you always want to look at the Chrome extension. The Chrome extension is more of an instantaneous reading, like it's more of how much it's selling today. This is a little more delayed because Jungle Scout has to pull all of the products on Amazon, and that's what it does here. And it does that I think a couple times a day on this thing. But this calculates your estimated revenue based off of the product's BSR, which is the bestsellers rank, which can be found down here. Right, so in this case, it's number 13 in relaxants for dogs, pet supplies, but number 2,808 in pet supplies overall. So that is how that works. Hypoallergenic cotton sheets, no, not really, not interested, honestly, because it's kind of a commodity. I mean, raspberry ketones, like no. Silk pillowcase, that could be decent. A silk pillowcase, you can actually create a brand out of that, like premium silk. Like, obviously you can go and really make it super nice here. Waterproof breathable socks. I've never heard of that before, but that sounds amazing actually. All right, I think we've got enough products here. Golf pens, that's too gimmicky, right? So stay away from gimmicky products, guys. Stay away from gimmicky products because it won't do you any good. Like you're just not, it's gonna be hard for you to stand out from the rest of the market. And it's a lot easier than you guys think to really stand out. You just have to make a slight marginal improvement that really gives that added value to your customers and to your target market. And then you will be able to capture a lot more of the sales here. So curtain string lights, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the restricted products list on Amazon because LED lights actually require a lot of documentation to sell on Amazon. So, you guys got to be careful. Christmas bags, obviously, they're selling now. They shouldn't be selling anymore. It's after Christmas now, but don't do that because it's seasonal. And unless you come into a seasonal product really early, then there's no point in doing that. So anyway, let's take a look at this. So what we do now is we open up our Chrome extension right here, all right, and then we refresh it. So it's making $12,754 in revenue with 94 reviews. Okay, awesome. It's been selling for 229 days. Want to make sure we got our sales rank here. It's been selling steadily. That's what this means, right? And pretty much how this keep a graph works is if this green sales rank And it's a free Chrome extension, by the way. You can download it from the Google Chrome App Store. Keepa, it's called. It's basically this older version of Camel, 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 and it just puts this graph at the bottom of every single listing on Amazon, and it allows you to check the history of the product. So like how much it's been selling, when it went out of stock. So right here, went out of stock. So obviously it sold less. The sales rank really dropped, or went up, because the lower the sales rank on Amazon, the better selling it is, right? So as we can see, the line is straight, which means it's been selling very well consistently. That's a good sign. If the line is like up and down and up and down, then that's not a good sign. That means that, for some reason there are jumps in the product. One day it sells a lot, one day it doesn't sell a lot. So, all right. So what we do now is we go on all departments, and then we type in, the main keywords for this, which would be, and this is some hemp oil dog treat. So we would do calming treats for dogs, right? And we would look at what's on the market right now. So there's one with 2,736. It doesn't look like it's hemp, but it is L-tryptophan, right? So look at the chemicals. Okay, so it is hemp. And then we look, right? And obviously it's a huge market, but there's only one seller, 2,738 reviews. If somebody does this product right here, and you find an American supplier, this is what I would do right now. This is an amazing product, right? I would find an American supplier. I would go and I would literally do this calming treats for dogs. And, I would get to like 30, 40 reviews. I'd be making 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month easily, right? This is a product where you're not looking at this opportunity score right here. This is totally false. Look at all the numbers here, right? There is someone with 48 reviews making 20,000 a month. So this is an amazing opportunity to build an amazing brand of, dog calming hemp treats and things like that, right? So there you go. That's golden right there. And that right there, alone will get you to $1,000 a day with one product, right, that you're sourcing from the USA. So there you go. That's an amazing product idea. Organic aloe vera gel. So in this case, this is making about 22,000 with higher reviews, but still not too high. So if we type in aloe vera gel, all right, there you go. Let's take a look at what we got here. So this looks really competitive. I don't think it's a really good product. Right, what we can do in this case is we can go on their storefronts, and we can actually, check out what other things they sell as well. So there's quite a lot of sellers with a lot of reviews here, right? We're trying to look for a seller with like 9 reviews, 10 reviews. We're just trying to find one, with little reviews making a lot. And there's not a single seller making a lot of money with little reviews. So unless we come in here, and if we don't do something so massive that disrupts this whole aloe vera gel market, and really improves things, then we're not going to be able to make money at the low end of reviews. And that's exactly my conclusion for this product. So it sounded very official, actually. Okay, but like I said, we could have gone on their storefronts, and we could have looked at, maybe they have other products there, right? Maybe they have similar aloe vera, like niche products, right, that are not necessarily aloe vera gel, but are other stuff, right? So that could be a good idea as well. Original bed rails for toddlers, right? So this is making a hell of a lot of money. So if we go on all departments, and we type in bed rails for toddlers, all right? And then we look down here, we open up Jungle Scout. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. So we got quite a lot of sellers with a lot of reviews here. We're just looking for one seller. So 85 reviews right here, selling a 2-pack of toddler bed rail bumpers, $40, amazing price point. So if you think about it this way, if we come in here, we sell this 2-pack, right, and we're selling at $40, right, something like along this price point here, we improve it over this. I mean, this is a very easy improvement to make because this is a Chinese seller, Xinhua. That's literally like, that means Chinese and French, okay? So like, not in this spelling, but I mean, there's so much opportunity, it's crazy. Like, I just found 2 products, that will easily make you $1,000 a day if you actually put in effort, and if you actually, build an awesome brand. Anybody watching this video can do it, right? It's not, you guys think like, hey, can I really do online business? Like, I get that question all the time. Why not? Why not? You think these people, you think I'm different than you think all these people are different? They're not, right? So it's just the simple truth. So, we would do this product right here. We would improve it. We would kind of emulate them. We would also emulate the top sellers. What I mean by emulate is we would look at their bullet points, their title, and we would kind of copy it and remix it in our way. And so, yeah, and as soon as we hit the 10 review mark, then we will be making money, guaranteed, whether that's 5,000, 10,000, or 20 or 30,000. Right, so there you go. That's an awesome product right there. 2-step stool for kids. Let's see what else we got here. Cherry pitter tool. All right, so sometimes the web will give you this, and obviously it doesn't have any reviews and it's out of stock, and right, so we just close that right away. However, we could have, gone and looked. Same for this. So if we look at cherry pitter tool, Okay, and then we open up this Jungle Scout here. So OXO is a really big brand, a really big private label brand. And they're actually in stores. I've seen them in stores as well, and they actually started with e-commerce. So, okay, the top one with 1,500 reviews is only making 9,000. So, we're not going to want to do that. We're never going to compete with someone with 1,500 reviews that's only making 9,000 a month. There's simply not enough demand in the market for this product. So, cotton hooded kids beach bath towel. If this is making anything more than 10 grand a month, that means that they are in the launch phase, so they're probably running a giveaway. We could still do hooded beach bath towel kids, right? We can kind of take a look and see what we got here. Kids hooded beach towel, we can try that. You want to make sure that it's not more than like 4 words that you're trying to search here, because if it's too specific, it's not going to show you accurate Jungle Scout data here. So, all right, let's take a look at what we got here. 26 reviews, 84 reviews, 6,000. All right, there's not much money being made here, but this is an amazing product to get into for spring. So if you want to do this, do it in February or March, source it, and then bring it to market, build up that brand, and then by the summer, you'll be making easily 20, 30K a month. So right here, we got this silk pillowcase. This could be a great product. So in this case, when we have a lot of variations, I'm going to explain to you how we analyze the product and how we look at to see whether it's good or not. So as you can see, it will open up all of the variations. So with Jungle Scout, it will actually show you every single variation, and it will show you the highest selling variation, which allows us to see, which variation to source. We're not going to be doing all of these variations, right? If we want to go into this product, at the beginning, we're going to start with one, the top selling one, which will give us the money to go ahead and invest into, variation number 2, 3, 4, right? So sometimes it says right here, when Amazon assigns all variations the same rank, individual sales cannot be calculated. So right here, this is total sales for all of these. So if you can't figure out, the individual sales, then I would really be careful. You want to make sure that you find out the top selling variation here. So if we went back to the web, we lost it now, but it would show you the top selling one. And so yeah, let's keep going here. Waterproof breathable socks. This I really like, actually. This is really good. 10,000 a month, right? This is something that would sell year round. It's waterproof socks. So waterproof socks, waterproof breathable socks. They're not even there's no competition here. So if we pull up Jungle Scout, yeah, this looks like a product that has just been released by Randy Sun. I'm not sure what Randy Sun is. So we would have to do a simple Google, Randy Sun. Right, there you go. Okay, so Randy Sun, it's literally just an Amazon only brand, right? And this shows me that it's a Chinese factory that just made this, and even if they do have a patent in China on it, patents in China do not apply to patents in America. So you can still sell this in America, right? You want to make sure that it's not patented in the USA. But to me, as an experienced Amazon seller, this looks like a Chinese product, and if you go on Alibaba, you'd be able to find this, and whoever does this, you'll make a ton of money. I guarantee you, whoever does this product, you'll make a ton of money. Build an awesome brand. Don't call it Randy Sun. Call it Mountain Peak Co. or something, right? Just call it something awesome. Build that brand, and yeah, there you go. I literally just found you guys so many good products, right? And honestly, guys, I'm not going to do any of these. So I hope that someone takes some value from this video and goes out and either does one of these products, or actually uses the information to find their own awesome product to build out that brand and kill 2019, guys. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you did. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I'll see you guys soon. Merry Christmas if you're watching this in the middle of 2019. Well then, not Merry Christmas, I guess, right? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are interested in online business, making money online, and living an absolutely epic life, the life that passive income will allow you to have, traveling the world and just living a life to your fullest potential, then you better subscribe, all right? So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon.